When we take Shuri Castle, we go home, all of us.
Make a game for everybody, make a game for everyone means you make a game for no one. Tell me something, folks. Do you think Tim the Tatman was right that Battlefield 6 need a Battle Royale?
But I do hear these people that are like, we don't need a BR. Battlefield doesn't need a BR. In my opinion, this may be a hot take. You can hate me or not. You're kind of gatekeeping the whole game from people that love Battle Royales.
Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day today. I know I am, because we get to take a look at yet another bad YouTube video and I get to make a response today to a streamer called Tim the Tatman. Now, for those of you who don't know, Tim the Tatman is a Call of Duty streamer. He streams like Warzone and shit like that. And he's not too happy with the fact that Battlefield 6 does not yet have a Battle Royale mode. I think they're planning on adding one in the future, I'm not sure. But it just goes to show, man, people just want everything to be like COD. People want everything to feel the same, they want everything to be a Battle Royale. No games can possibly be different. And if we're being honest, it's because these streamers know if it weren't for Battle Royale as a game mode, they would be flipping patties at their local McDonald's.
Well, I think the first thing is that you have to know, title of it says Battlefield 6, okay? Sometimes, if the title says Battlefield 6, it had to represent. Look what happened with Call of Duty. They introduced a lot of skins that doesn't exactly fit the setting of the game. It's called Call of Duty for the reason. Even though some people are still playing it, they have a Battle Royale, I don't know why, because Call of Duty is now chasing Fortnite. Call of Duty is chasing Fortnite trend. For some reason, I think Battlefield should remain as it is. Do you remember Battlefield 5? You want to know what they say? If you don't like it, don't buy it. And gamers did it. They don't buy it. And Battlefield 5 failed. Yes, there are some people that played it, but ultimately it failed.
And see what Tim the Tatman has to say.
There is some sort of, I would almost use the word like, it's like, what's the word I'm searching for? Is there a word for like being an elitist? Elitism? Is that a word? Did I just make a word up?
I mean, I don't want to be an asshole here, but this is like the average intelligence of a streamer. Yeah, elitist and elitism are real words. I thought everybody agreed with this.
Like, there are people in gaming that play a game like Battlefield, or let's throw Halo in this bundle here, right? That only want the game they love, which I understand you love the game, to make the one thing that they love.
Yeah, and I get what he's hinting at here. He's upset that people who, let's say, are fans of Battlefield only want the traditional Battlefield modes and don't want a Battle Royale. That's obviously what he's hinting at here.
Again, do you blame them for having the traditional Battlefield? Listen, here, you can make a collaboration, okay? You have to understand, when it comes to collabs, you have to make sure it makes sense. I'm going to give you a few examples. Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, I think it's the first season, they introduced the Fantastic Four because of one simple thing. Marvel Rivals, okay? The title of it. Meaning they collab with not just the Marvel Comics, but the MCU. And right now, I think they have a Thunderbolt skin for Bucky, and I don't know if Yelena Belova is in it, but I don't think there is. Unless, of course, they have the white Black Widow suit, which that's already in. The hair color. And they introduce Emma Frost. And not only that, they also do what's called a summer skin, a summer events. In my opinion, if Battlefield 6 want to do a collab or collaboration, whatever it is, it had to make sense, okay? Take a look, for example, Delta Force. They did what's called Delta Force Black Hawk Down episode because it makes sense. Remember, there's a word Delta Force, and Delta Force Black Hawk Down has another name in it. It had to make sense. So, for Battlefield 6, I think they should put something like, say, SEAL Team 6, or, I mean, there's a lot of examples for it. I can list anything. The shooting at the pirates, or Delta Force Black Hawk Down, you know, all the sorts.
Understand that when people want Battlefield 6 to have like Battlefield-like modes, it's because they want all the focus going towards that traditional Battlefield 6 experience instead of just trying to trend chase and hopping on the bandwagon with a Battle Royale mode that will take up tons of time and resources. You see franchises like COD shift all their focus to Battle Royale, and it kind of feels like the multiplayer is neglected when that was what Call of Duty started off as, and we don't want to see the same thing happen with Battlefield. I mean, hell, for the longest time, you couldn't even download Call of Duty without downloading Warzone on PC, which took up a bunch of unnecessary space for those of us that don't enjoy Call of Duty's Battle Royale. In Black Ops 4, it completely replaced the traditional campaign experience.
Are you guys following what I'm saying here? It's like, oh, Halo doesn't need the Battle Royale because I love playing the multiplayer. Battlefield doesn't need the Battle Royale because I love playing the multiplayer.
No, Halo and Battlefield do not need Battle Royale modes to be successful. We can see this by the player numbers of Battlefield 6's open beta. I get it, you streamers are panicking because without Battle Royale, your audience wouldn't fucking watch you. Which, you know, it's tough not to make the ad revenue shekels, I get it.
I think the real question is they should focus on making a good game. It doesn't matter whether it's Battle Royale or not, it has to be a good game. And yes, you can make a collab. Again, if they want to make a collab, they have to make sense, okay? Battle Royale isn't the answer, okay? If Battlefield fans want traditional Battlefield experience and Battlefield games, don't repeat the same mistake as Battlefield 5 or better yet, Battlefield 2042. Do any of you remember how that ended up?
Same time, not everything needs to be a Battle Royale. There are people out there who enjoy the traditional multiplayer experience and would wish, actually, that they would focus on the traditional multiplayer experience. A lot of us are sick and tired of gaming companies hopping on the bandwagon and doing the popular thing just because streamers like it. Like, how long have they been milking fucking Battle Royale now? 10 years? Give it a goddamn rest. Jesus. Instead of adding Battle Royale, why don't you add something brand new that we haven't seen before? That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. The first thing, I think this is something that, even though it's not irrelevant, but I think it should be addressed. Cheaters need to be addressed, okay? Yes, I know that I think Battlefield managed to address that. Hopefully they address something, because don't forget, Call of Duty, from what I've heard, there's a lot of cheating problem, and I'm 100% certain Call of Duty still hasn't resolved that issue. There's still cheaters. I haven't exactly played any multiplayer games on either Call of Duty or Battlefield because cheaters. I don't know if Battlefield has cheaters. What about you guys? Does Battlefield has cheaters so far? Because I know some of you have played the Battlefield 6 beta. Tell me in the comments if you run into cheaters.
What I'm asking you is, I hear what you're saying, and I'm glad you enjoy the multiplayer, okay? For someone like me, I love playing Battle Royales, and on top of that, it's how I make a lot of my content.
I mean, he admits it right here. It's for the sake of his content. Without Battle Royale, the shekels are gonna dry up.
But I do hear these people that are like, we don't need a BR. Battlefield doesn't need a BR. In my opinion, this may be a hot take. You can hate me or not. You're kind of gatekeeping the whole game from people that love Battle Royales.
Don't forget what I said in the beginning. Make a game for everyone, meaning you make a game for no one. This is what happens when they do it. It's not just in multiplayer, there's also the single player. The Western AAA, they're trying to make a game for a modern audience, which everybody knows the mythical modern audience doesn't exist. They didn't buy the game because they say they want to make a game for everybody, but in the end, they make a game for no one. The key fundamental is a good game that respects the audience time, okay? Remember, time is the new currency. There's so many games to play and so little time.
Apparently, if we want Battlefield or Halo or whatever multiplayer game to stick to its roots and provide a classic experience that fans of that game grew up with, we are gatekeeping because we don't want the game changed for streamers so they can make extra money. Yeah, that has to be like the most retarded take I've ever heard. If you don't like the way Battlefield plays because it doesn't have a Battle Royale, that's because, well, I guess Battlefield just isn't for you, man. And if they add a Battle Royale, it's whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and rage over it. But at the same time, if you're only playing Battlefield because they added a Battle Royale, you're not a Battlefield fan, you're simply chasing the money. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with that, but at least fucking admit it. I mean, shit, let me use your logic. I'm a huge fan of horde survival games where you just mow down waves of enemies. So with this logic, Battlefield 6 should have a horde survival mode, and if you're against that, you're just gatekeeping, dude. You're just gatekeeping against people who love horde survival games.
How about we use his logic against him? I love mostly Eastern-made video games, or in this case, mainly hack and slash or anything, so maybe they should cater to it. No, listen, I wouldn't say that, okay? Look, if you watch all my content, and if you see all the gameplay footage, there are different types of game that I put. And it depends on the topic. Like for example, if it's saying anything about Collective Shout, or about mass shootings, or Keir Starmer, or anything. Okay, let's say Keir Starmer, okay? You wanna know what kind of gameplay footage I use? Blazing Angel Squadron of World War II, PS3 emulator. Here's another thing. When I talk about, let's say, Cracker Barrel or anything, in my 4th channel, I use Medal of Honor Rising Sun gameplay footage, or Call of Duty World at War gameplay footage.
I think a Battlefield Battle Royale would be fucking awesome. I don't know what to tell you. And the thing I would say to everyone that's saying, oh, Battlefield doesn't need a BR. We don't need a BR. There's another game that said the same thing. I'm not trying to light a fire here a little bit, but there's another game that said this same exact thing, okay? And that game isn't doing that hot. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's clear he's talking about Halo Infinite right now, and the reason Halo Infinite is not doing too hot has nothing to do with a fucking Battle Royale. It has to do with the fact that Microsoft, and more specifically, Halo developers are actually fucking incompetent. When Halo Infinite first came out, a lot of people, including me, really enjoyed the game. We thought the gameplay was very solid, but there wasn't enough content. And this is something that kept up for a very long time. The updates were very slow, they didn't add shit that people requested.
I'm 100% certain that there was cheating in Halo Infinite. What about you guys? Have you run into cheaters in Halo Infinite? I haven't exactly played Halo, but I know my audience here, you have played Halo or Halo Infinite. So tell me, what was your experience if you watch all my videos? I don't exactly use one type of video games, okay? I use multiple. I have multiple games that I like. Like for example, Dynasty Warrior Origin. There's also Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, Latmith Wukong, Stellar Blade. I have different types of genre. And there's also Claire Obscured, Expedition 33. Because what I'm trying to focus is two things. It's not about the genre, okay? It's about AA, indie, and games made in the East, aka the studio who made them. And don't forget, I am Asian.
I even remember one time devs making excuses not to come to work because there was a war going on the other side of the planet to where they were. Then you got shit like people who are offended by Halo weaponry working on Halo and stuff like that, and it's a recipe for disaster. But nice try trying to pin it on Battle Royale not being in the game.
BRs are overdone. That comment, dude, there's something, I'm dead serious. That was one of my subs, by the way, Jedi. And I'm not going to ban you or anything. That comment gets me going. Like, oh, BRs are they're overdone. My brother in Christ.
Yeah, Battle Royales have been done more times than a cheap hooker, bro. We had H1Z1, then Fortnite jumps on the bandwagon, Call of Duty jumps on the bandwagon, Battlefield jumps on the bandwagon with their, Firestorm, I think it was called, in Battlefield 5. Apex Legends comes out, Warzone comes out. And it just feels like every single AAA studio for a while was trying to make the next big Battle Royale. Yeah, people get fucking tired of it.
It turns out people are not tired. You guys can watch the full video link in the description. Listen, here's one problem. I think every developer should make a good game. Look, it doesn't matter whether it's live service or single player, whatever it is, as long as it's a good game, it fits, okay? I'm gonna give Marvel Rival for example. Now, how did Marvel Rivals manage to overpower their competition, such as Overwatch 2? And guess what? Overwatch 2 had to step up their games because they know that Marvel Rivals have defeated them. So, what did they do? Simple. The superhero. The developers at Marvel Rivals, they predict that many Overwatch players happen to be, or they assume that most Overwatch players is a comic book fan, okay? So, they cater to it. They make sure it is 100%, well, at least 100% accurate to the source material. I don't think Battlefield 6 need a Battle Royale, but that depends on people, okay? But I know some of you want the traditional Battlefield experience. See, the problem with having a Battle Royale, you have to know that not all people are, in this case, competitively. There are some that are casual, okay? Don't forget, there are still casual audience that want to play just to relax, okay? Play with their friends or anything. They don't want to have a competition or anything. That's the reason why many multiplayers are used, well, back in the day, to play with friends, not with competition, okay? That's the reason why they should not have a Battle Royale, because it will alienate the casual audience. I mean, yes, some casual audience may need to be competitive, but most time it is casual, okay? They just want to sit back and relax and play some games. They don't want any competitiveness. What do you guys think? Do you agree on Tim the Tatman's take that if Battlefield 6 doesn't have a Battle Royale and Battlefield 6 will fail? What do you guys think? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments.
We need that airstrike! There. We did it. It's over. It's finally over.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want woke or anti-war detected, or you just want to see me play games, or perhaps you like trending topics. Visit my second, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.
This is the enemy's last stand. When we take Shuri Castle, we go home. All of us.